When you're writing systems of equations, there's a couple of things you need to remember. One of the things you need to remember is you always need to look for totals, like a total number of items or a total number of money that was spent, because when you find a total, you know that something is going to equal that total, whatever that total is. And the other thing you need to remember is that when you have stuff like money and money, it's going to equal more money. And tickets plus tickets is going to equal tickets. And boxes plus boxes is going to equal boxes. So it's got to be things that when we put them together, they have to be consistent. They have to be the same units. So we have this equation, or this word problem. The school that Stefan goes to is selling tickets to a choral performance. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 3 senior citizen tickets and 1 child ticket for a total of $38. The school took in $52 on the second day by selling 3 senior citizen tickets and 2 child tickets. Find the price of a senior citizen ticket and the price of a child ticket. Well, first, if we read through, remember the first thing we're going to look for that really helps us is our totals. And there was a total of $38 and a total of $52. So that tells us that one of our equations is going to equal 38. The other equation is going to equal 52. So let's figure out what equaled $38. Well, it told us that 3 senior citizen tickets and 1 child ticket equaled $38. So we would write that 3S plus 1C equals 38. When we see the word and in math, remember that means that we're typically adding. So then for the $52, I'm going to change this to blue so we can see the colors. The school took in $52 on the second day by selling 3 senior citizen tickets and 2 child tickets. So that means that 3S plus 2C equals 52. So this would be our system of equations. The State Fair is a popular field trip destination. This year, the senior class at High School A and the senior class at High School B both planned trips there. The senior class at High School A rented and filled 8 vans and 8 buses with 240 students. High School B rented and filled 4 vans and 1 bus with 54 students. Every van had the same number of students in it as did the buses. Find the number of students in each van. So this one we're actually going to write and solve this. So first of all, we're going to look for our totals. Well, as we read through, it told there was 240 students, and then there was 54 students. So that right there is going to give us our 2 totals. So we know that something is going to equal 240, and something else is going to equal 54. So let's figure out what equaled 240. Well, it said the senior class at High School A rented 8 vans and 8 buses. So we would say that 8V plus 8B equals 240. And then High School B rented and filled 4 vans with 1 bus, so that's 4V plus 1B is going to equal 54. So in order to solve these, we're going to graph them, but to do that, I need to get these to be X and Y. So I'm going to change one of my letters to X and one of my letters to Y. It doesn't matter which one, but I'm going to change my V's to X's and my B's to Y's. So I'm going to rewrite this as 8X plus 8Y equals 240. And the other one is going to be 4X plus 1Y equals 54. And now I need to solve. So to solve, I'm going to draw my line. I need to move my 8x to the other side, and it's going to become a minus 8x. So now it's gone. And then to get rid of the 8 that's in front of y, I'm going to divide both things by 8 on the right side. So now this is gone, and I get y equals 240 divided by 8 is going to be 30. Negative 8 divided by 8 is negative 1x. So then I have my second equation, which again I need to solve for y. So my 4x needs to move to the other side. So I'm going to minus 4x because it was positive on the left. It's going to be negative on the right. And then now technically y is by itself because there is a 1y there, and that's all I need for in order to get y by itself. So y equals 54 minus 4x. At this point, we would need to graph these to find our solution. So I use Desmos to graph this, which again, if you're looking for a graphing calculator, you can download the app Desmos, or you can go to the website desmos.com. And recall that we decided that our V we replaced with X and our B we replaced with Y. So I've graphed it on Desmos. It's given me my solution. It tells me that my solution is 822. So what that means is that my V is 22 and my B is 20, I'm sorry, my V is 8 and my B is 22. So that tells us the vans are going to hold 8 people and the buses each hold 22 people. That is the answer to our problem. Last question, we're just going to practice writing this one. Matt and Ming are selling fruit for a school fundraiser. Customers can buy small boxes of oranges and large boxes of oranges. Matt sold 3 small boxes of oranges and 14 large boxes of oranges for a total of $203. Ming sold 11 small boxes of oranges and 11 large boxes of oranges for a total of $220. Find the cost of each of 1 small box of oranges and 1 large box of oranges. So the first thing we're going to look for is totals. So it told me I had a total of 203 and a total of 220. That means something is going to equal 203 and something else is going to equal 220. So we just have to go back and read to figure out what it is that equals those two things. Well, it said Matt sold 3 small boxes and 14 large boxes for a total of 203. So we would write that as 3 small plus 14 large. And I'm going to write my L in cursive because otherwise it kind of looks like a 1. And then if we read about the total of 220, it said Ming sold 11 small boxes and 11 large boxes. So that would be 11 small, so 11S plus 11 large, 11L is going to equal 220. So there would be my 2 equations.